On September 19th, Paul Ryan held a rally at Christopher Newport University in Southern Virginia. He booked the space and announced the event one day before it was supposed to happen. In reaction, many of the interest groups on campus, namely the school's Feminist Alliance and Gay Straight Student Union, sought permission to peacefully protest the vice presidential nominee's rally. The school denied the group's request to protest. CNU backed their decision with a long-standing policy that states students must request permission to demonstrate 10 days before an event, and also that the protest must take place on the great lawn of the school, which was a good distance away from Ryan's event. The students canceled their plans for fear of punishment from the school and giving the clubs a bad reputation on campus. This is a blatant blow at students' free speech, and CNU is setting a great precedent for other colleges not to follow. Reactions to something occur immediately, not after 10 days, and college policies should reflect that. The school also thought it would be appropriate to apologize to the students that were denied the request by inviting them to Ryan's rally. This seems more like a slap in the face than a decent apology. Why would anyone want to attend a rally for a politician that doesn't support them? And in a time of such intense division between Americans, it almost seems dangerous, especially when you have a club that advocates gay rights and women's choice. To me, in doing this, the college said to their students, "I know you support these things, but we don't want you to talk about that. Instead, why don't you be a nice little submissive student and sit and support Ryan like we want you to?" I spoke to CNU alum Josh Sternfels about the situation, and he said he was ashamed that this school has carefully implemented and cautiously reviewed university policies so that they deny their students constitutional rights. And then they make students think that they're just not following the rules. Up until Tuesday, the 25th, Christopher Newport remained firm on their 10-day rule. Then, the American Civil Liberties Union of Virginia got involved and urged CNU to revise their policies. This is when the school's president, former Republican Senator Paul Tribble, finally spoke up about the situation. He says an exception should have been made, and he further informs the local newspaper that the rule has been revised to a 24-hour notice for demonstrations. He continues to say that good leadership requires acknowledging mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and correcting them as soon as possible. If he truly believes what he is saying, then he should have gotten over his own conservative bias and actually been involved in the school community he is in charge of and granted these students an exception immediately. There is no excuse for his lack of action in the situation. And notice he only speaks up when the ACLU gets involved. This school is obviously protecting their conservative interests instead of protecting or endorsing their students' freedom of speech, which is absolutely absurd. What does this mean for McDaniel students? Well, we may not be having any big rallies coming up, but it's a very important example about how important it is to educate yourself about current issues, develop an informed opinion, and make your voice heard. College is supposed to help you make a difference, not hold you back.